Greetings, and thank you for tuning in to today's episode. I'm Dr. Andrea Walker, family nurse practitioner. Sometimes patients will stop taking a GLP-1 medication, such as Ozempic, Semaglutide, Wegovy, Mounjaro, Tirzepatide, or Zepbound. The reason for stopping varies. It could be due to just getting off track, reaching their goal weight, for financial reasons, or any number of reasons, but then decide to restart the GLP-1 medication. Some will want to pick back up at the last dose they took, whereas others are okay with starting over. But many will say this: the medication seemed to work better and faster the last time. Well, there's a reason for that. So, let's get started with today's episode on GLP-1 Breaks: why stopping and restarting makes weight loss harder. When taking a break from GLP-1 medications and then resuming them, you might find it harder to lose weight due to several factors. First, metabolic adaptation. During the initial use of GLP-1 medications, your body adapts to the reduced calorie intake and weight loss. If you stop the medication, your body will more than likely return to its pre-medication metabolic state. This can lead to an increase in your appetite, leading to regaining the weight you originally lost. After you resume the medication, your body can resist further weight loss because it has adapted to maintaining the higher weight. Next, GLP-1 medications help to improve insulin sensitivity. Taking a break from the medication can lead to decreased insulin sensitivity, making it harder to regulate blood sugar and burn fat effectively. Therefore, you might have to give your body additional time to get back used to the benefits of the GLP-1 medication, with the ultimate goal leading to weight loss. Old eating habits tend to return for many once discontinuing the GLP-1 medications. If old eating habits return, of course, this will lead to regaining weight, and it can take time for these behaviors to readjust. And there is something known as set point theory. Your body may be more resistant this time around because it is trying to maintain a certain weight. Unfortunately, it is a weight you do not want to maintain. But after stopping the medication and putting some weight back on, the body can adjust to the new higher set point, making it harder to lower the new higher set point. It can take more time and consistent effort to lower this set point again. This is why, if at all possible, I recommend trying to remain on the GLP-1 medications unless you and your healthcare provider are in agreement that it is best to discontinue them. And even then, if that is the final decision, there is a correct way to discontinue the medication. Just know that the repeated cycle of starting and stopping GLP-1 medications may slightly reduce their efficacy over time, making weight loss slower or less noticeable when resuming. It's kind of like yo-yo dieting. In a sense, starting and stopping the medication can cause the same effects as yo-yo dieting. Yo-yo dieting and starting, stopping, and restarting GLP-1 meds go hand in hand, making it harder for the weight to come off for some. With yo-yo dieters, weight loss is harder due to a combination of metabolic, physiological, and hormonal factors that make it more difficult for the body to lose and maintain weight after repeated cycles of dieting and regaining. Here are some key reasons why. As I go through this list, you will notice that many overlap with some of the same reasons caused by stopping and restarting GLP-1 medications. First, metabolic adaptation, which can lead to a slower metabolism. When you lose weight, your body requires fewer calories to maintain that lower weight. However, as you gain and lose and continue this cycle, it can affect your metabolism. This makes it harder to lose weight during future attempts, as your metabolism may remain suppressed even after you regain the weight. And then there's muscle loss versus fat gain. During weight loss, especially with restrictive dieting or extreme calorie cuts, people often lose both fat and muscle. However, when the weight is regained, it is more likely to come back as fat rather than muscle. Since muscle mass burns more calories than fat, a loss of muscle contributes to a slower metabolism, making it harder to lose weight in future attempts. So, let me just throw this in here. Make sure you are working out and lifting weights when you do work out because you want to build muscle mass. And then there's increased fat storage efficiency. With each cycle of weight loss and regain, the body may become more efficient at storing fat, which is something we do not want. This is an evolutionary response where the body tries to defend against what is perceived as periods of starvation. As a result, the body stores fat more readily to protect against future weight loss attempts, leading to quicker weight regain and difficulty losing weight again, sometimes even when restarting GLP-1 therapy. And then there's hormonal changes. Yo-yo dieting can disrupt hormones that regulate hunger and satiety, such as leptin and ghrelin. After weight loss, leptin levels, which helps signal fullness, they drop, making you feel hungrier, while ghrelin levels, which stimulate hunger, rises, driving your appetite. Over time, these hormonal imbalances can make it more difficult to control food intake and maintain weight loss. And then there's psychological fatigue. Constant cycling of dieting and regaining can lead to mental fatigue, frustration, and loss of motivation. This can result in emotional eating, binge eating, or giving up on dieting altogether. The psychological stress of repeated failures can also lead to a negative relationship with food and self image, making it harder to stick to future weight loss efforts. And then set point theory. There's that word again. The body has a set point or a weight range that it naturally tries to maintain. Repeated yo yo dieting can cause the set point to increase over time, meaning the body will fight harder to return to a higher weight once you start to lose weight again. The more often you diet and regain weight, the more resistant your body becomes to dropping below a certain weight threshold. You have probably heard people say, I took so and so medication, I lost a lot of weight, but then I regained weight. And not only did I gain all the weight that I lost, but I gained even more weight. Well, this could be one of the reasons why. So just be careful with the yo yo dieting and the losing weight and regaining weight. You want to be consistent. And then there's insulin sensitivity and fat storage. Frequent dieting can impair insulin sensitivity, making it harder for the body to regulate blood sugar and leading to greater fat storage, especially in the abdominal area, which nobody wants. Insulin resistance can make it more challenging to lose weight, particularly in future weight loss attempts. And then there's reduced confidence and increased stress. Repeated dieting failures can reduce confidence in one's ability to lose weight and maintain it. This, combined with the stress of the dieting process itself, can trigger stress hormones like cortisol, which promote fat storage and make weight loss more difficult. And then there's habits and behavioral patterns. Yo-yo dieters often fall into patterns of extreme restrictions followed by overeating or binging. These cycles can reinforce poor eating behaviors, leading to an unhealthy relationship with food. Over time, it becomes harder to break these patterns and adopt sustainable, long-term eating habits that support weight loss. Together, these physical, hormonal, and psychological factors make long-term, sustainable weight loss much harder for yo-yo dieters compared to those who approach weight management in a more gradual, consistent way. This is why I always stress that consistency will be the key to your success and patience is needed. You have probably also heard me say that even though I use the term diet all the time, I do not mean that you are on a diet, but I am talking about what you eat on a daily basis. Your eating habits should not be a fad diet or something you do temporarily just to lose weight, but this should be a true lifestyle change, a new way of life. So, while I am not saying that the GLP-1 meds will not work if you must stop for a while and resume them months or years later, but just know that they may not work the exact same way as they did the first time. Again, patience and dedication will be the key to your success, as well as making a true lifestyle change. The last thing that I would like to address is something I hear a lot of as well, which is the lower doses are not going to work for me. So, can I please start higher? The answer will always be no, because there is a reason why you have to start low and go at a specific rate. It is for your benefit and to keep you out of the emergency room, keep you from being hospitalized, and you must escalate the dose in a safe manner. You do not want to end up with pancreatitis or renal failure or anything worse. With that being said, just be patient and make sure to follow your healthcare provider's instructions. I hope you enjoyed this week's episode. I'm Dr. Andrea Walker, family nurse practitioner and owner of Dr. Andrea's Medical and Weight Loss Clinic, as well as Telehealth DNP LLC. For more weight loss tips, follow me on Facebook or Instagram. I hope you have an amazing week. Get some workouts in. Do not forget to meal prep, and I will see you next week. Until then, take care. Bye for now.